want to thank Paige Bueckers. I really want to thank Paige Bueckers because, some people are just generous human beings. And Paige Bueckers saw that her former good friend, now acquaintance, Caitlin Clark, was getting all this hate on social media for having a 19 points and 10 assists game. And she wanted to, take some of that hate off Caitlin Clark by getting locked down by Charlie's Ledger Walker. I've been having one eye on this game. She did not look right. Just period. She didn't look right today. But Paige Bueckers just got locked down by Charlie's Ledger Walker. By Charlie's Ledger Walker. Like, we hear all about, Caitlin Clark can only score against bad teams. What did Caitlin have against Connecticut? She had 27 and 11 assists. 27 and 11 assists in 27 minutes. In 25 minutes, Paige Bueckers had 6 points. 6 points and 4 assists. Did not shoot a free throw. Did not hit a three. She had, 2 points in the first quarter? Like, she's just too nice. She's just too nice a human being. She saw Caitlin Clark getting all this hate. So she made sure that she did nothing today. She did nothing. And, I get it. You don't need to do anything. If you win this game unbelievably comfortably, she didn't need to do anything. They destroyed them. They were up. They won by, they're up 25. It's over. But, I'm sorry, what? You kind of have, not you have to run it up against bad teams. You don't have to. But, this is a team, when it comes to Paige, where, for me, you are looking at a player that is falling into bad habits, who fell out of bad habits and is now falling back into bad habits. So, if you look at her game log, there was a game here against, where was it? It was the Sky game. She had 19, but she had 10 points going into the last 90 seconds of this game, or 9 points. She rattled off 10 straight. Then she had 27. She had 14 points going into the last 90 seconds of this game. Then had 13 points in the last 90 seconds on OT. Then obviously did well against Vegas and Minnesota. And then against Connecticut here, she took over by herself to win that game in the end. She had this kind of stretch of games where I was like, okay, passive Paige is gone. Passive Paige is gone. She's starting to kill it. And then, I know it was the All-Star game. I know it was only the All-Star game. I get it. All-Star game is the All-Star game. It doesn't really matter. We're not complaining with the All-Star game. But, she didn't, she was passing up open layups in that game. She was passing up open layups. She was playing a 10% effort, but she went at a workout, giving 1,000% effort with Kevin Durant the day before. In the game, is you know what, I don't really care. And then she goes out against Atlanta. Anonymous. They lost this game. I get it. She hit a really nice pullback three. That should have been a nice shot. She was anonymous other than that shot. And then she kind of passed up a game-winning attempt. And she was anonymous in the fourth quarter against Washington. They lost that game in a bad fourth quarter. And Paige Bueckers took one shot in the fourth quarter. And it's not like Paige, when Paige is being passive, that she's super aggressive. It's not like she's there looking. Is that sometimes she might take one shot, but if she's not taking one shot, she's being aggressive. Okay, I'm being aggressive. I'm making aggressive plays. I'm looking for passes. I'm looking to feed my teammates. No, she passes laterally and gets the fuck out of the way. And it's annoying. It's so annoying. It is so annoying at times looking at her, because I've said this plenty of times. There are 3 guards that are, in my opinion, when it's all said and done, going to go down as 3 of the 5 best guards of all time. Maybe peak Taurasi. But Paige, Caitlin, when it's all said and done, you're going to see the stats. Paige, Caitlin, and Olivia Miles are going to be 3 of the best guards of all time. I think they're better than Juju. I think they're better than Michaela Blakes. I think they are a different class. I think they are better than Juju Watkins. I think Juju Watkins might be the most overrated player I've seen. I think they're all better than Juju. I think they're all better than Juju. But come on, Paige. You have got to start. You have got to stop coasting. Because you saw it here in the spell of games when her team needed her and she took over. Like, when she really took over. And it's like, okay. Like, I don't even care if she scored 19. I was like, you know what? This is a fucking takeover by Paige. 27 against Seattle. Takeover. I got a little bit annoyed. I'm like, why did you not do this earlier? But it was like, after those games and the Connecticut game, it was like, okay, Paige realizes she's Paige Bueckers. Paige is starting to realize she's Paige Bueckers. And it's like, you know what? I'm the best player on my team. It doesn't feel like she's gone back to coasting. Like, don't coast. Like, don't, as an individual, don't coast, especially when you have a tendency of being passive. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Like, she wasn't needed today. That's fine. But, like, she coasted. She got locked up by Charlie Sledger-Walker today. Charlie Sledger-Walker. Charlie Sledger-Walker cannot guard anybody in this league. Like, she can't guard anybody. Anyone in the league. And Charlie Sledger-Walker had her in hell. And I'm like, why exactly? Like, I'm sorry. If, let's just say hypothetically, LeBron in his peak, played against the Charlotte Bobcats in 2014, played against the lowly Charlotte Bobcats, and instead of giving them 61, gave them 4 points and then said, nah, I'm good. Skip Bayless would have called him the worst thing for the NBA. And I don't think that for Paige Bueckers. I'm not going to hold Paige Bueckers to fucking Skip Bayless standards for LeBron. But, like, when you are a player whose only question is, do you have that dog in you? And you had a couple of game spell where you looked like you had that fucking dog in you. You looked like the dog was no longer one of those little dogs that the socialites put in their handbag, that dog was a pit bull. But suddenly, whatever happened at that All-Star break, you come out with back-to-back games of passiveness. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like seeing it because Paige is too good for that. Paige is too good for that. Like, she's too good for that. She is too good to be coasting. And I get it. Her team didn't need her today. They won by 20. Like, it didn't make a difference with the scoreboard. Still, you have 6 points against the second worst team in the league. 6. In a game where you are the scorer. And I'm sorry, like, if you look at the greats, even the WNBA, Angel Wilson does not pick and choose who she plays hard against. She doesn't. When Angel Wilson, doesn't matter who Angel plays against, she's playing hard. Our fam in Europe picking and choosing who she played hard against is the reason why she didn't go number 1 in the draft. That is a flaw. Picking and choosing when you play hard, when you play aggressive, picking and choosing who you play aggressive against, and not being consistently aggressive shows me one thing. The Paige is naturally passive. Her being aggressive is a choice. And a choice that she has to, it's almost like she has to think, okay, I gotta be aggressive. And that's not a good sign when you are talking about one of the best players in the league. Aggressiveness should come naturally to a player that we are talking about as a top 5 player in the league. It should not. It genuinely, it should not have to be something where you have to actively be like, okay, I'm going to be aggressive this game, I'm not going to be aggressive this game, I'm going to be aggressive, I'm not going to be aggressive. No, no matter what you want to see, it doesn't matter who it's against, you need to see aggression. Like, even in bad games, you need to see aggression. You need to see a player who looks like they want to score, who looks like they want to be aggressive. And it doesn't matter who it's against. You have to see that. And until Paige gets, like, until Paige gets that, she will be the 5 through 10 best player in the world, which we're not regular now. We're not doing what some dumbasses did, but like Caitlin 20 or Paige 20. No. If you want to get from the 5 through 10 best player in the world into that conversation with Aja, which I think that Paige could eventually be, you have to be aggressive all the time. And there are going to be guards less skilled than Paige that are going to be closer to that conversation, i.e. Miles and Caitlin, who don't do as much well as Paige, who don't have the bag of Paige, but they're both continuously aggressive. They are aggressive 40 minutes every game. And that's the difference. That is the difference. And it's annoying because I thought Paige had turned a new leaf. I thought Paige had turned it around. I really did. And now we have seen 3 back-to-back games, 2 losses in those games. And then when you have had passive games, I know you win by 20. But like, it was a ball game in the first half and she still wasn't shooting the ball. It's like, you come off back-to-back passive games. You should be going to drop 40. You've had some iffy games. You should be looking to drop 40. And no, she doesn't drop 6. Like, it's a problem. And no matter how much Paige fans want to say I'm hating, it is a problem. It is a problem. And at some stage, Paige has got to fix it if she again wants to get into the S tier of players, which I think is Aja by herself right now. I need to see how V comes back from injury. I think Aja's in a tier of her own. I think as players, then that second tier, Stewie, I think, is still just about in that second tier. Olivia Maz, Kelsey Mitchell right now. I think Paige is in that outside looking in. I think there's a tier. She's in a tier between the Ryan Howards of the world, all of them. I think she's in a tier between. But yeah,